Oh, I just was going to talk a little bit more about something else, and that is here looking at this beautiful, gorgeous day. All the different things that one could be doing on any given day, and the importance of the difference between finding the things that you want to put a lot of time into mastering versus the things that you want to just enjoy as an amateur. Sometimes we're held back from getting into something and learning how to do something because we say, well, we don't really love that, and we don't want to put a whole lot of time into it, so we just won't learn to do it at all. But much of the enjoyment in life comes from the things that we're just an amateur at. And in fact, most of the fundamentals of most activities that we do, whether it's learning to play a musical instrument or something like surfing or skateboarding or just huge number of things, all these different kinds of activities, certain types of cooking and culinary things that we might, baking and fishing and all these different things. With any of these, scuba diving, snorkeling, 90% of what those things are usually can be learned in a very short period of time. The fundamentals. So let's take surfing, for example. If you ask a professional surfer, what are the main things that a person needs to learn? Well, they need to learn to paddle the board. So they say just go out and paddle around, even if there's no waves. You need to learn how to paddle out to the waves. You need to learn how to paddle to catch a wave. And you need to learn how to stand up. A healthy young person can learn how to do all that in a few days. The general things. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be ready to be a professional. That other 10% that makes a professional takes a lot of learning and practice, and that's where the time goes. But if you can learn something in just a few days, some things you can just learn the basics of in a few hours, can give you years and years of enjoyment. And so don't be scared of trying something and learning something just because it may seem hard on the surface, or that you're not going to have all the time in the world to do it. Give things a try, because you can learn, especially when you're young, you can learn the basics of things well enough to get much enjoyment out of it. And so if you learn to surf a little bit, you learn to skateboard a little bit, you learn to play the piano a little bit, or the guitar a little bit, or this, that, or the other, or scuba dive, or who knows what, sewing, or it could be all kinds of things. Making videos and photography and certain art. You need to choose which ones you want to be really good at, the things that you really love and are passionate about. Put a lot of time into those things. And then the other things, go ahead and learn how to do them well enough just so that you can enjoy them when the time comes that you can enjoy them. And then not have to worry about it anymore. It's most of the things that we do in life we're not going to be professionals at, but that doesn't mean we still shouldn't learn the basics of how to do something. Even if maybe you only do it one time and you say, well, that's not the fun thing that most interests me, and if the opportunity comes around again, I'll do it. If not, I learned something, and that's a good thing too. So yeah. You can learn things you can learn the basics of things a lot faster than a lot of times they're made out to be. If you just break them down to the fundamental things, that will usually get you to where you can enjoy that as an amateur. So same golf or tennis. I don't know. There's thousands of things like that. But don't cut yourself short from all the wonderful, enjoyable things that you can do. Learn how to learn, and learn how to learn the fundamentals of something. There's a process for doing that. And once you learn how to teach yourself, once you learn how to analyze something and say, hey, these are the fundamentals of how to do this, you can pick up a lot of things at the amateur level and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Just you need to look at it and say, what are the main things I got to learn to be able to bake a good cake, or what are the fundamental things I need to learn how to play a kazoo or whatever it might be. And then now you can always just pick that up and do it, and have a little fun with it, even if it's not the thing that you are super passionate about. I love you.